Yo, what's up guys? This is Rise and welcome to another video. Today I'm showcasing some more Mega Master League battles featuring a team that I put together of Mega Rayquaza, Landorus, the Fairy in form, and Crowned Zacian. So a Mega plus Crowned Zacian is kind of like the staple for me right now in this Mega Master League. And we tried out Ray. And Ray, although you take super effective, of course, from opposing dragon type damage, the typing does help it against things like Kyogre, and you also resist all the charge attacks from Groudon, which is kind of nice, as we're seeing here in this first matchup. So I was seeing a lot of Groudon and Kyogre, and I figure Ray has some really nice play against both of those. That's why I decided to try it out. It's also one of the things in my arsenal that I do have maxed out. So we're able to take down the Groudon. They come in with Zacian, and I don't want to give him too much of a farm, so I come in with my own here, and we are going to overfarm. I was able to just have a 4-1 set right now off camera. I don't think we had quite as much success in these sets I'm showing you here, but that is okay. I think we have about 6 battles in this video, and oh yeah, I get absolutely schooled in this first match here. I remember this now. They catch my close combat on a Lunala, triple resisted. Oh my gosh, now I'm baiting them because I feel like I got to pull off some shenanigans if I'm going to win this game. And we swap into our Landorus, and we have no Protect Shield remaining. So this is pretty tough. Lunala going to fire off a Shadow Ball. I go for the Sanseer Storm, which will hit for neutral damage. But as you're going to see, this is pretty wimpy damage to the Lunala. They swap in Zacian, and they actually get the Metal Claw down at this point of the game. It's just over. So I top left there. Game number 2, we lead into Urshifu, and they swap a Lugia. So I have a really good answer here in my Zacian. Steel type, heavily resisting the Dragon Tails, of course, with triple resisted damage, but also resisting the flying type damage here. Aeroblast is a little bit less than half. What's nice here is they're not going to be able to two-shot me with Aeroblast because the Dragon Tails are doing virtually nothing. So I go for the Behemoth Blade, and they are building up, and I want to try and come out of here with energy if I can. And you're actually going to see a little bit of an advanced play here that I think I pull off. I don't want to debuff myself, so I try to wait here to let the counter damage register first. I try to wait a turn to let the counter damage register and then throw the close combat, because I wasn't sure if I would live a counter after debuffing myself, and I think I was able to do that successfully, getting off 2 close combats here against the Urshifu, which puts me in a really good position. Now we've got a 2-on-1 fast break, as I like to say, and because it's the last Pokemon, I am just going to debuff this thing. Breaking Swipe got changed. I actually forgot about this, and Axon pointed out to me in my chat on my stream that Breaking Swipe is now 100% debuff with the more energy cost. So a very different move than it used to be. It used to be really cheap, but it was kind of a coin flip with the debuff. Now it's a guaranteed debuff, but a lot more energy cost. And I am able to double debuff this thing, and we swap into Lando, and they recognize it's over. And because of Groudon's fire ground typing, it takes super effective, of course, from the ground type damage of Lando. Yeah, that is the set here. I think I have these mixed and matched a little bit. So we have the end of a set there, and we go on to another set here in just a moment. 3-2. Already hit veteran, but reapproaching that 2500 range. We've been kind of fluctuating. High 2400s, low 2500s. Here we go. Great lead. We got to be careful about what they swap into. It's going to be Zacian. So what I've found here is it's not the best situation for me because they're going to get a shield advantage most likely because my Sanseer Storm doesn't do enough where I can Mud Shot down before a Behemoth Blade. So I am going to have to shield here because even debuffed, it would still knock me out. And they actually close combat bait, which allows them to get off 2 close combats here. So some nice chip damage for the opponent. I don't mind this personally because I get farm down. I give them a little bit less of a farm down, so that's kind of nice for me. I get off the Sanseer Storm, come in with Ray. It's Primarina, and I've seen this water double fairy line quite a bit, so I was kind of expecting this to be the Backmon. And as long as we don't allow any shenanigans or misplays here, we should be in a pretty good spot. Go for the Behemoth Blade because I don't want to debuff myself. And we're going to let the first Hydro Cannon go through here. the charms are going to start adding up a little bit. So I do have to shield because this next Hydro Cannon would knock us out, and we can't really farm down with Ray from that range. They do swap into Kyogre, and this helps me. And the tricky thing with Ray is it like goes off camera, basically. It goes off camera, so it becomes kind of tough to like see what's going. It throws you off. It makes you feel like you're lagging almost because you can't see the animation. But they hit us with a Thunder, and this is actually going to work out perfectly for me because I have a move loaded, and I have the Dragon Ascent here. So they have to shield this, and I have a move as well on my Zacian, and I don't think they had a move yet on their Primarina, so they had to make a call. They probably played to their win condition, being that I go for like an unnecessary Breaking Swipe bait, and we don't do that. So GG. Terrible lead for Rayquaza into the Crown Zacian. We swap in our own, so we're behind a turn, and they smartly throw first. I decide to shield because the fact that they like weren't swapping immediately told me that maybe they don't have the best response. So we're going to keep Zacian around if we can. I'm going to get off the double close combat here. I think they wisely CMP'd me on this. Close combat. Oh, they actually didn't. They actually didn't. And I decide to actually take the Spatial Rend here and no shield because I know there is a Zacian waiting for me anyway, right? So I basically just sacrifice Ray. And now we're in a much better situation than when we started because we got rid of the Palkia, and now I come in Lando. They come in with Gary, and I really wasn't sure whether I wanted to shield this one or not. I decided to let it go and kind of put this all in my Zacian. This game ends up being pretty crazy. I go for the Scorching, sorry, not the Scorching Sands, the Sandsear Storm. And I'm going to build up energy, build up, and go for the close combat eventually. They're just waiting for me to debuff myself here. And they do shield, but then they swap, and I think they made a mistake here. I think they would have been better off using their energy on Gary, but perhaps they thought I was doubled up. And now I'm simply going to double up. Now I'm going to double up on close combat. And this is going to knock out their Zacian, and I win charge attack priority against Mega Gyarados. And Gyarados had like 2 Aqua Tails loaded, so a bit of a misplay here in the endgame from our opponent. But despite one of the worst possible leads, we're able to overcome. Nicely done. Here we go. Ray into Groudon, and this is looking really good here. Florges comes in. We have a great answer. So let's see how this game ends up playing out. Build up as much as I can. CMP them on the next Chilling Water. Could have even taken another one, honestly, and built up more. But I decided to do it this way. Does Groudon come back? It does. I throw after 7. Interesting. I think I gave Groudon the opportunity to throw first there, so I'm surprised I didn't throw earlier. Do I get greedy here? Ooh. I get greedy. I get very greedy, and I try to make a catch, but in doing so, I just gave up switch advantage, and I think I may have made this situation a lot more complicated than it needs to be now. But what does happen is I bait the Breaking Swipe, and now I'm going for Dragon Tail. This will guarantee the knockout or grabbing the final shield, and it knocks them out. And I felt good about that because let's say they shield it. I can come in with Zacian and live a Hydro Cannon, and then maybe close with Lando. Fire Punch knocks me out. Actually didn't realize it would knock me out from there, but now I'm in a pretty good spot. And Mud Shots, once again, super effective on Primal Groudon. He is going to fire off another Fire Punch. We shield. Going to go for another Sandsear Storm here. 100% debuff chance. And we should easily take another Fire Punch. I think he was committing to like a double Fire Punch there, so that's why he didn't throw. And we get the Mud Shot down. GG, trainer. And I think there's just one more battle. Quick video here. Mega Ray into Urshifu. Good lead. Good lead. They swap Dialga. I counter swap Zacian. Dragon Breath's doing 1 damage, virtually nothing, but they do get to Iron Head quicker now. More quickly, which Doesn't quite two-shot us, but after after a close combat, it certainly will two-shot us. I go for close combat. They shield, so Dialga's going to try and make this tricky for me. I'm going to put up a protect shield here since I'm debuffed. And they swap into Kyogre. And now I'm going to swap Ray into the Kyogre, since this is my best answer to it. This is just a Surf. So they're going straight Surf. I guess they want to get off a Surf before I potentially debuff them with Breaking Swipe. But I end up deciding to go for the big Dragon Ascent here, thinking they're probably not going to shield. They're probably going to save their shields for the Dialga. Bang. They let it go. I get to a parting Breaking Swipe before going down. Beautiful. And then they swap Urshifu. I come in with Zacian, but suddenly this gets a little bit awkward because I am going to land a close combat here, but Urshifu has access to Aqua Jet, which does do a lot of damage to our Lando. So I'm going to come in Lando. I'm thinking Dialga has a move, I'm pretty sure. I have to like let one of these go. And they know I still have the swap. So this is just a mind game. Do they call that I'm going to swap and make the game-winning catch? Or do I just throw? I decide to just throw. And I win the game. I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they had a move. Maybe I'm misremembering. They didn't have a move. Comments, you can go back, rewind, count the energy. Let me know. But I remember in the moment, I wasn't exactly sure. But I thought they had a move, and I just decided to go for my move instead of going for the catch. And we make the right 50-50 call if they indeed did have a move. So thank you guys so much for watching. Mega Rayquaza, fun to play. I recommend it if you have one. This one I got is actually from Osaka, Japan, I believe, when I was at GoFest there back in 2023. Time flies. That was such a fun time. Great memories. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel. If you are new around here, comment down below. All your comments are appreciated. And all that said, thank you once again. I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.